Now, let's work on the question here. Multiply the expression using the product rule. Before we do this question, recall what's the meaning for 2 cubed times 2 to the 5th. 2 cubed stands for 2 times 2 times 2 3 times. Times here, 2 to the 5th means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times. So in total, we can see here 2 appears 8 times. So that's basically the exponent 8 comes from the sum of 3 plus 5. And then the question 1 here, what do we have is 9 to the 7th times 9 to the 8th. So by the same token, we have 9 to the 7 plus 8, which is 9 to the 15th. So which one is correct answer? One right here. 9 to the 15th. Then how about the second one? The second one, remember y times y to the 10th. Y stands for any number. If here is, let's say is 9, here will be 9. If y stands for 2, and then here will be 2. That's basically y to the first power times y to the 10th power. That's y to the 1 plus 10. So that's y to the 11th. So y to the 11th. And which one is correct? We're right here. How about the third one? Third one is the same. Okay. So when you do this is x to the 4th times x to the 4th times x to the 6th. So you then have x to the 4th plus 4 plus 6. That is x to the 14th. Which one is that? The first one. Now, here will be something different. Here is the division. For the division, let's see this example. Again, we use 2 cubed and 2 to the 5th. When you have a 2 to the 5th divided by 2 cubed, what you have is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 5 times. Downstairs is 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times. We know that's 8. And then you know 8 times 1 is still 8. Then you can see we may do some consolation here. Cancel these 2 with these 2, this 2 with this 2, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then this 2 with this 2. What we really have is 2 to the second power. So this is basically what? 5 minus 3, which is 2. Okay? So for the division, really here you do is the subtraction for the exponent. So 4 to the 11th power divided by 4 to the 9th So then you have will be 4 to the 11 minus 9. That will give us 4 squared. 11 minus 9 is 2. So what do we have? Right here. Now question 15 is the same. Question 5 is the same. The only thing here is the variable. Variable, fine. Variable stands for any number. Okay. It tells us if here x is 4, then here x is 4. If here x is 2, here x is 2. X is 3, then x has to be 3. Okay. So we do the same thing. 12x to the 12 minus 6. For the multiplication, you do addition. For the division, you do subtraction. X to the 6. Which one? The one right here. And this one is similar. Question 6. We then have here is 5 to the 13th power, 7 to the 13th power, divided by 5 cubed, and here is 7 squared. Okay, so 5, 5, they are the same base. So you will do is 5, and then 13 minus 3. For the 7, you then do 13 minus 2. So what do we get? 5, and then to the 10th power. 7 to the 11th power. That's it. So which one? 5 to the 10th power and 7 to the 11th power. Okay. Very easy. Oh. Here again is the variable now. So for the variable, we do the same thing. We have x to the 8th power, y to the 13th power. Downstairs is x to the 5th power, y to the 7th power. So we do here is x to the 8 minus 5, y to the 13 minus 7. And then we know is x cubed, and then y, 13 minus 7 gives us 6. So x cubed times y to the 6th power. That would be this one. Oh. Okay, so keep going. Here is question 8. Oh. For question 8, we got to review what we learned. Now, let's see example. What's the meaning for 2 cubed and to the 5th? This tells us what? This tells us 2 cubed times 2 cubed times 2 cubed, 2 cubed, 2 cubed 5 times. Oh. And then when you do the multiplication, they have the same base. You add exponents. How many? 3 on the exponents? Of course, it's 5. So you actually do is 2 to the 3 times 5. It gives you 2 to the 15th power. Okay. Now, if we did that, and we know that's basically the multiplication between 3 and 5, other than do 3 plus 5. So then here will be easy now. 5 to the 4th, 10 to the 9th is 5 to the 4 times 9, which is 5 to the 36. Which one? 5 to the 36. That's it. Now here, we like to work on the variable. That was 8. And here is 9. Oh, 9. So question 9. What we'll do is y to the 6th, then to the 5th power. So then you know between 5 and 6, 6 times 5. That will give us y to the 30th power. Y to the 30th power is right here. So that's it. Okay. Similarly, for question 10, let me put 10 here. For question 10, we first have is negative 7 to the 9th power, and then to the 5th. You may put square bracket over there, but you know, this basically is the same thing. Now, this is a negative number. Negative in front of it, and then this one. So you know, a negative number to the 5th power, so it's still negative. Okay, because you have 5 negatives. All right, and then you will see that's 7 to the 9th power, and then to the 5th. You know, again, negative this number, and then together to the 5th is 5 negatives. The final answer would be negative. And then here you have a negative 7 to the 9 times 5. This will give us negative 7 to the 45th power. So which one? One right here. You may say, hey, there is a bracket, and here there is no. But you know they are the same thing, because negative for 45 times is still negative, unless here is even number 45. Instead of 45, here is 46 or 48. Okay, so those negative, with or without parentheses, you will have the same answer. If here is odd number. Now, here for 11, we'll deal with two different numbers. One is 5 times x. So we'll do this next time.